Hey all, it's Burned Tricks. I'm doing a video on power. Total power! I'm going to tell you about what to know about total power, why you should keep your 5 top heroes total power in mind for TOH and tournament. What is the max total power? Who is the strongest in the game? These questions I will discuss later. But for now, let's find out here. Who might win a Tag Me game? Time to play Tag Me. Total power! Exclamation point. Oh! Okay, took care of that. We have a winner with Tag Me. Congratulations. Back to total power. What is total power? What does it mean? Why does it mislead us as it does? I've got a bunch of heroes. Each hero has a number for power. As you can see here, Bjorn has 46,827 power. Add that up with all of the other heroes I have. That's 8,165,338 total power. How high can it go? Well, you can see I don't have everything maxed out. I'm one of the few that actually has a hero maxed out. Well, not completely maxed out. Do have a medallion that can get some more work. And then I do have some more stars to put on my other Gear 15 hero. But is that really important? Does that matter to you? See, there's a couple of stats that could be improved there. And I'm not sure I've got the best stats for him there anyway. But, so, if you focus on key squads, that's probably the best bet for you to put your work into, rather than just worry about total power. Gold stars, gear, and level increase power-up heroes. Skills are minor, even awakenings as far as the number goes. So 50,068 here. If he had some awakenings and I added that to it, it wouldn't change his number by a whole lot. But it probably would make him a lot more useful. Move up to some of these where I do have awakenings. The awakening doesn't add that much to the number, but it does make him far more useful. Same with the medallions. The medallions don't add much to the total number. And they will only make him more useful if he was close to maxed out with arcane stars, equipment, level, and everything else. Because that's a percentage increase. So if you're not maxed out, working on your medallions really doesn't make much difference. So, we will move on. You want to build a balanced roster. Look at your top 5 heroes. So here we go with mine. 68,940. 61,766. 60,414, 59,594, and 58,600. So you can see the other heroes. Let's look at where they are. They're not quite in that 60,000 range. So I'm pushing it with my balance. But they're not too far off. Go a little further down. Everybody's still around in the 50,000s. So that's not throwing off too far with the Tomb of Horrors, which is based on your top 5 heroes difficulty level. So the more power your top 5 heroes have combined, the more difficult Tomb of Horrors will be. It will base the enemies that you see in there based on that. So if you do not have several different teams that you can put together to battle Tomb of Horrors, or if you don't have one team that can absolutely destroy everything in Tomb of Horrors, you're going to struggle. In my case, I've got several teams I can pull upon. You will also notice in tournament, the brackets that you're paired in or put in each week will be based on your total power also. At one point, when you get to my level, and it's based on those top 5 heroes, put that up on the screen, you're going to break into a point where it doesn't matter anymore how strong you get. You're just going to be based with all the strongest people. So unless you're the strongest person, you're going to be in a disadvantage of somebody. So now, what should you focus on? Well, let's see what others are doing. Now, I didn't tap on that. Don't want to see what's in Valley of Treasures right now. There's no total power in Valley of Treasures. Let's see. Check out Neo. Well, right here we see his arena squad. 211,191. But I want to see his total power. Here we go. 3,769,843. Look at the heroes that he's focusing on. He's got to focus on raid heroes, good squads. Let's see if we find somebody else. I'm not sure I can say your name properly. Delucidate? You can let me know if I just messed that up totally or not. But anyway, 118,795. He's a newer player. Total power, 1,778,094. And it looks like he might have a focus on arena. But he's got some strong goo. That is Guardians of Order. He's got some renegades. He's also got Guardians of Order. And some demons. So he's got some new heroes. Looks like he's going for arena. And if you look at his arena place, 39, I'm correct. He is doing well in arena. All right. See if there's anybody else I recognize in here. Point some things out. So no. Let's go not into Tomb of Horrors, not there. We want to look in clan. And specifically, check in my clan. When you look at the members, you can see it doesn't tell you total power. You can't filter by total power. You can only filter by arena squad power. Sometimes that'll give you an idea who's stronger, who's not. I am not the strongest in my clan. I believe Jenny is. Jenny is now at 9,031,289 total power. Good job, Jenny. And Jenny is focused on raid squads, with some side action on clan battles. So let's look at top clans. See Watchmen at the top? Trixtastic is the leader, not to be confused with Burned Tricks. That is me. But Trixtastic. Twisted mouth can't say Trixtastic. There we go. Got it out. Let's check out Watchmen. Members. We want to look at squad power. Except, okay, who has the strongest squad power here? Henry. Is that right? Okay, Henry has the top strongest squad power. Let's check out his total power. 10,655,054. Is this as strong as you can get? I don't think it is. Let's see. Let's check out Gas Goose. And I apologize if I did not pronounce that correctly. While his squad power is lower, his total power is higher. 10,883,741. Is this the most you can get? Is there anything he has not maxed out? Or at least to the degree that you can? Certainly there is room for improvement. Not with Charizard or Roland. Wouldn't put any effort into that, even if there were. But, so 10,888,741. Is that the strongest player in the game? I don't know. It could be. And you see, Corvus is top hero. Max Medallion. You might want to change that health steal out for something else eventually. Let's go down just a little bit more. See what he's got on Lola. She maxed out. Yep. Ooh, she looks dangerous. Can do a little more physical damage reduction. Change that out. So even Gas Goose has got some room for improvement here. And as new squads or new heroes are introduced into the game, there will be a higher limit on what the total power can get to. So there we go. What should you work for? Well, I talked to Trixtastic. I asked her this question, what is she recruiting for? And she told me the following. She said, work on Nightmare Raid meta. It's the most important squads. That's Cloud Wanderers, Guardians of Order, Assassins, Witches. And those four will let you do COC as well, and do okay in clan battle. Depend on your clan, though, I guess, she says. If Nightmare half is enough, build those squads and go to PvP. AOM, hot take. She says she likes it better when it was more players competing at the top. On a side note, she was saying she would wish prices would drop and there would be more players at the top. More in-game players that she can compete with and recruit for. So if you're looking for a top clan, this is one that you can look for. Those are some of the things that she's looking for. And I hope this helps you, or saves you some time just browsing to see who's the strongest total power in the game. So if you're curious, some other people that you might know, scroll through. There are some clans that everybody knows or has heard of. Maybe not everybody if you're not really looking, but we've seen Pulcho videos. Let's see where Pulcho is right now. Total power, just under 9 million. He's almost there. So, here we go with total power. It's not everything. It's just a gauge to go by. There's not any one way that you can look at to see how strong or how good a player is. You can look at their roster and see what their total power is and get an idea what's been going into it. It takes time or it takes money. And really, to get to the point where I am, and certainly these other stronger players, it takes time and money. I've spent on this game. If you're going to play free to play, you're not going to get quite that strong. You can focus on the stronger teams, but you're not going to have a total power that's going to rival this. Eventually you will get there with time, but by that time there will be other things out there and the total power would have stretched even beyond. If you have questions about this, please say something in the comments. I appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe, and thanks for your time.